Who call you? Who call you? Hmm? Who call you and say, girl, you know what's happening? It's something big about to happen. Let we do this. Ooh, family, you know what's about to happen? Who called you? You know, with all of this that's going on right now in this world, how is it that you didn't get a call to be on nobody's team? Is everybody just talking about everybody waking up? Ooh, you know, everybody waking up. That's what I hear. All on social media, all out on the streets. Everybody, people waking up. Well, so what? You went back to sleep last night. So now it's harder to wake up again today. So every night you go to sleep. And then the saying goes again. Ooh, people waking up. I'm not impressed. Because we're not waking up all together. It's an individual thing. And you can't tell me that with all that's going on positive in the world, nobody call you and say, let we do this now? Girl, you know, cryptocurrency about to blow up. Girl, you know the rates on the house is like 1% and 2%. Let we go and buy some house together now. Who call you? Oh, girl, you know, I got about 50,000, and if you got good credit, you know what we could do? Who call you? Who call you with any idea and say, let we do this now? Ooh, who call you and say, you know what we need in the world today? We should be it. We need to just be what the world needs because we are the world. Who call you? Who you call? Maybe that person is waiting on you to call because they don't understand nothing. Or they're just such into their individualism. And they just want to show off on you and say, oh, look what I did once they did it. They did it. But they did it. I don't give a damn if they buy 10 houses. You're buying 10 houses in a world that is not safe for our children. You bought a new vehicle and you can't ride on the streets without worrying about getting a drive-by shooting. It doesn't matter. What we doing, that's going to make a difference. Who call you? Who called me? Because me is just we upside down, and everything in this world is back to front now. And it always has been just that way. And so people are back to front. If you're waiting on someone to call you and say, what are we doing? Be the change in the world that the world wants to see. That's a saying. But a saying ain't nothing but a seance. So either you're going to conjure up something or you're going to conjure it down. And I say that it's time to conjure things down because everything is in the air. And I've said this before because I care. That means everything is thought. It's in the air. Air is thought. It's what's in your mind that is going to truly manifest or fester in this world. So you have to be careful what you manifest or you manufacture. How about let's procreate? Because we are co-creating. What about somebody call you and say, let's co-create this together? Instead of manufacture. Let's have a thought and have it be an idea that we can ID. That means that we can recognize it as still being nature. See, an ID and an idea. I want to still recognize my idea as being natural nature. Not that it has been manufactured and I can't even see nature in it anymore. It's gone. So we have to watch what we are thinking now, because it's all in the air and you're picking up everyone else's thoughts too. Because when you sit in a chair, somebody else sat there and energy just transfers. And some people out there don't even bathe every single day. So therefore, they're carrying around every bit of energy that was transferred upon them. Woo! Water is your mother. And you should get baptized every single day because you were born in the water. You were safe in the water. You were cleansed by the water. And all of these energies that are present today, you need to wash yourself. It's not about just this virus and it teaching you to wash your hands. You handshake with somebody, you hug someone, and you don't know who they hugged and who hand they shake. It's just not about, the virus. Oh no, it's about the virus. Meaning their mentality, their health is being transferred to you. And if you're not strong enough and wise enough to go and cleanse yourself from that which you touch, it will stay with you. This is deeper than what you might have thought this video was about. It's about we and who we associate with, because we are touched by who we associate with and who we calling on. And who are we? Who are we? And are we working together? Because you need to choose who you work with, because you will sit in their chair. You will touch the spoon that they pass to you. You will hold the glass that they offer you the tea. Everything is transferring. So who are we around and how are we cleansing ourselves? And being that this is the age of the air, everything is in the air. And if you're around people who just don't care, well, that energy will also transfer to you, because you can be hurt by that energy and just start to say to yourself, well, I don't care either. So now that same energy that they had transferred to you, and now look at the world with all the we's in it. Because it's we who in it, and it's we who making up the world. And all is energy that is transferring. And we are identifying with everything as what it has been called by name. And once you call it into existence by a name, you claim it. A book now is called a book, right? And you identify it as a book. But is it truly a book? Or is it just pages that are bound together? And it was given a name. Are you a woman or are you just a portal? Are you a man or are you just a projector? Who are we and how are we going to come together? Who's calling you to say, how are we going to make up ourselves? And what are we going to call ourselves? And how are we going to come into the existence that we will? Because it's all in the air. All is mind. And we will have to make up our mind together. And we have to wake up at the same time, because the devil don't sleep. And if we don't wake up the same time, 6 o'clock, time to love. Nobody's sleeping at 7, 8, or 9. 3 o'clock, meditations. Everybody together. Then it's only going to be the individual, and we shall stay individual, individed. And that's what's happening in the world today. You can see it. People are split. There's what we call in the haves and the have-nots. The do's and the don'ts. Because everybody didn't wake up at the same time. And ain't nobody calling nobody saying what we are going to do about that. So mostly I'm just speaking to the young people, because you have all the energy and all the power in the world, because you just got here. Talk to your friends and find out if they are truly friends, and if there is a we. If you have the same goals in this life to have it better, then there's a we. We are concerned. And if not, find out. Because it's not hard to determine. It's just simple. Who called you last week to say what we are going to do? And, I found out something that is really, really, really great. Or I know about this credit card is 0% interest. Ain't nobody got nothing to tell you. Ain't nobody found out nothing. That means that they know something, but they're keeping it to themselves. And you don't need to be around that person, because they only want to see themselves better than you. Because ain't nobody called you and said, we nothing. And so we not waking up and staying woke. It's a we waking up and going back to sleep. And then we wake up the next day and go back to sleep. So what this is that I'm proposing, that we wake up all together. So together we can have it all and stay woke.